greatest of all times.
Yeah, but he's a better talker.
And you're going to be in trouble when you see this crowd and these lights and when you meet Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali was called the greatest boxer ever. You know him, right? He was super famous and won lots of fights. But here's something cool. Ali didn't just fight people in the ring. He also really didn't like some of the boxers he fought against. And I mean really didn't like them. Most boxers shake hands after a fight and become friends. But Ali? Nope. He stayed angry at some fighters for years and years. Some of them made him so mad that he never forgot about it.
Cassius Clay, yes.
Why do you want to say Cassius Clay when Howard Cosell and everybody is calling you Muhammad Ali? Then why you got to be one of all people whose color to keep saying Cassius Clay?
Today, we're counting down the top 6 boxers that Muhammad Ali hated the most. These weren't just regular boxing fights. These were like when you have a big fight with your best friend, but way worse. Some of these fighters hurt Ali's feelings, others made him look bad, and one of them even broke his jaw. Ouch! We're going to start with number 6 and work our way down to number 1, the fighter Ali hated more than anyone else in the whole world. So grab some popcorn and get ready for some crazy boxing stories. Trust me, you won't believe what some of these fighters did to make Ali so angry. 6. Chuck Weapner. People called him the Bayonne Bleeder because he got cut up a lot in fights. This guy was not famous at all. Most people never heard of him before he fought Ali. In 1975, Chuck fought Muhammad Ali. Everyone thought Ali would beat him super easy. Ali thought it would be like a fun practice fight, but something crazy happened. In the 9th round, Chuck punched Ali so hard that Ali fell down. Yes, the great Muhammad Ali was on the ground. Nobody could believe it. Ali got back up, but he was really embarrassed. Ali was so angry about this, he felt like nobody had made him look bad. After the fight, Ali said mean things about Chuck. He called him a bum and said he should never have let Chuck touch him. The worst part for Ali was that Chuck's fight inspired the movie Rocky. Everyone loved that movie about a regular guy fighting a champion. But Ali hated it because it made Chuck famous for something Ali thought was just luck. Chuck knocked down the greatest boxer in the world, but Ali never gave him credit for it. Ali stayed mad about this fight for years. He thought Chuck was just a lucky fighter who got one good punch in. Ali's team was also very upset. They could not believe their champion got knocked down by someone they thought was weak. Ali never forgot this embarrassing moment. He would talk about it years later and still get angry. Chuck tried to be friends with Ali after the fight, but Ali did not want to be nice to him. Ali felt like Chuck had stolen his perfect record of never getting hurt by weak fighters. That's why Chuck Weapner is number 6 on our list. Piatti, Ken Norton. This fighter did something to Ali that nobody else ever did. He broke Ali's jaw. Yes, you heard that right. Ken Norton broke Muhammad Ali's jawbone during a fight. It happened in March 1973. Nobody thought Ken Norton could beat Ali. Ali was the most famous boxer in the world. Ken Norton was not very famous at all. But during their fight, Ken Norton punched Ali's face so hard that he broke his jaw. Ali had to go to the hospital after the fight. The doctors had to fix his broken jaw. Ali could not eat normal food for weeks. He had to drink soup and soft things. Ali was very embarrassed that someone like Ken Norton hurt him so badly. Ali was so angry about this. He kept saying that Ken Norton did not really beat him. Ali said it was just a lucky punch. He said Ken Norton was not a good boxer, just lucky. But everyone knew the truth. Ken Norton had hurt the great Muhammad Ali. They fought 2 more times after that. Ali won those fights, but they were very close. Ali was always scared of Ken Norton's weird fighting style. Ken Norton moved in a strange way that made Ali confused. Ali never felt comfortable when he fought Ken Norton. Even years later, Ali would get mad when people talked about Ken Norton. Ali never gave Ken Norton credit for being a good fighter. He always said it was just luck. Ali could not accept that Ken Norton was strong enough to break his jaw. That's why Ken Norton is number 5 on our list. 4. Ernie Terrell. This fighter made Ali so angry that Ali did something very mean to him. It was one of the worst beatings in boxing history. Ali was really mad at Ernie Terrell for one simple reason. Ernie would not call Ali by his new name. Ali changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali when he became a Muslim. He wanted everyone to call him Muhammad Ali, but Ernie Terrell kept calling him Cassius Clay. This made Ali super angry. Ali felt like Ernie was not respecting him. Before their fight, they had big arguments. Ernie Terrell said he would keep calling Ali Cassius Clay no matter what. Ali got madder and madder. He promised to teach Ernie Terrell a lesson in the ring. Ali said he would make Ernie sorry. During their fight, Ali did something scary. He could have knocked out Ernie Terrell early in the fight, but Ali did not want to end it quickly. Instead, Ali kept punching Ernie and asking, "What's my name?" over and over again. Ali wanted to hurt Ernie as much as possible. Ali beat up Ernie Terrell for 15 rounds. It was like watching a cat play with a mouse. Ali was not trying to win fast. He wanted to make Ernie suffer. People watching the fight felt bad for Ernie Terrell. Even Ali's friends thought it was too mean. After the fight, Ali was not sorry at all. He said Ernie Terrell got what he deserved. Ali never forgave Ernie for not using his Muslim name. That's why Ernie Terrell is number 4 on our list. 3. Floyd Patterson. This was a very different kind of hate. Ali and Floyd Patterson did not like each other because they had different ideas about how black people should act. This was in the 1960s when things were very hard for black people in America. Floyd Patterson was a quiet, nice boxer. He always said please and thank you. He wore suits and spoke softly. White people liked Floyd Patterson because he was polite. But Ali thought Floyd Patterson was being fake to make white people happy. Ali called Floyd Patterson bad names. He said Floyd Patterson was an Uncle Tom. This was a very mean thing to say. It meant that Floyd Patterson was trying too hard to make white people like him. Ali said Floyd Patterson was not proud of being black. Floyd Patterson did not like Ali either. He thought Ali was too loud and rude. Floyd Patterson thought Ali was making black people look bad. He wanted Ali to be more quiet and polite like him. They had big arguments about this. When they fought, Ali was very mean to Floyd Patterson. Ali could have ended the fight quickly, but he did not. Ali wanted to hurt Floyd Patterson and make him look bad. Ali kept hitting Floyd Patterson and talking trash to him during the fight. Ali beat Floyd Patterson easily both times they fought. But Ali was not happy just winning. He wanted to prove that his way of being black was better than Floyd Patterson's way. Ali never forgave Floyd Patterson for being what he called a fake black man. That's why Floyd Patterson is number 3 on our list. 2nd, Sonny Liston. This was a very scary and weird hatred. Ali did not trust Sonny Liston at all. Ali thought Sonny Liston was trying to trick him and maybe even hurt him outside the ring. Sonny Liston was connected to bad people called the mob. Sonny Liston was a very scary fighter. He had been in jail before. People said he worked with criminals who ran illegal gambling. Everyone was afraid of Sonny Liston, even other boxers. When Ali fought him, Ali was very young and not as famous yet. In their second fight, something very strange happened. Ali threw a punch that nobody could see properly. Sonny Liston fell down and did not get up. People called it the Phantom Punch because it did not look like it hurt very much. Everyone thought the fight was fake. Ali got very angry about this. He thought people were saying he was part of a fake fight. Ali believed that Sonny Liston and the mob were trying to make him look bad. Ali became very paranoid. He thought Sonny Liston was planning something bad against him. Ali never trusted Sonny Liston after that. Ali thought Sonny Liston was a criminal who was trying to ruin boxing. Ali said mean things about Sonny Liston for years. He called him a big ugly bear and said he was stupid. Even after Sonny Liston died, Ali still said bad things about him. Ali never forgave Sonny Liston for making people think their fights were fake. Ali felt like Sonny Liston had tried to destroy his reputation. Ali would tell people that Sonny Liston was a bad man who worked with criminals. Ali said Sonny Liston had no respect for boxing. When other boxers talked about Sonny Liston being a good fighter, Ali would get angry and disagree. The mysterious death of Sonny Liston made things even stranger. People found Sonny Liston dead in his house, and nobody knew exactly how he died. Some people thought the mob killed him. Ali said this proved that Sonny Liston was connected to dangerous people. Ali felt like he was right to never trust Sonny Liston. That's why Sonny Liston is number 2 on our list. 1. Joe Frasier. This was the biggest hate of all. What made this so sad was that Joe Frasier and Ali used to be friends. Joe Frasier even helped Ali when Ali was in trouble. But then they became the worst enemies in boxing history.
I think the fight wouldn't go the distance. I'll stop it.
Stop me.
You. How soon? What round? Look,
Don't let him out.
1 to 10. You be out there. I wouldn't bet you.
Because of his war protest, Joe Frazier helped him. Joe Frazier gave Ali money when Ali had no job. Joe Frazier told people that Ali should be allowed to box again. Joe Frazier was a good friend to Ali, but when Ali came back to boxing, he was very mean to Joe Frazier. Ali called Joe Frazier a gorilla and an Uncle Tom. Ali said Joe Frazier was ugly and stupid. Ali made fun of how Joe Frazier looked and talked. This hurt Joe Frazier's feelings very much. Joe Frazier could not understand why Ali was being so mean to him. Joe Frazier had helped Ali when nobody else would. Now Ali was calling him terrible names on TV. Joe Frazier got very angry and hurt. He started to hate Ali back. Their 3 fights were like wars. They both got hurt very badly. In their last fight in the Philippines, both fighters could barely see at the end. They beat each other up so much that they both went to the hospital. But even after the fights, they still hated each other. The hate never stopped. Even when they were old men, they still did not like each other. Joe Frazier stayed angry at Ali until the day he died. It was the saddest hate story in boxing. Years later, people tried to get them to be friends again. They met at boxing events, but Joe Frazier would not shake Ali's hand. When Ali got sick with Parkinson's disease, Joe Frazier still would not forgive him. Joe Frazier said Ali had hurt him too much with all those mean words. Ali's children and Joe Frazier's children became friends, but the 2 boxers never made up. When reporters asked Joe Frazier about Ali, he would still get angry. The hurt feelings from those fights and mean words lasted their whole lives. It showed that some wounds never heal, even between the greatest fighters. That's why Joe Frazier is number 1 on our list. Muhammad Ali was the greatest boxer, but he also held grudges forever. These 6 fighters made him really angry, and he never forgot it. Which fighter do you think made Ali the maddest? Hit like and subscribe.